Well, it's middle of September. It's that time of year again to get ready for trapping season. We're going to bull some traps here after a little while. Right now, we're going to end up making a small batch of wax dirt for one of my younger trappers. Say hi, Eli.
Hi.
You guys might remember this guy here. He was the one that did some trap testing with us last year to prove that traps don't hurt animals or kids. So anyhow, for those who like a little DIY and don't do a lot of trapping or don't use a lot of wax dirt, I have a little DIY here set up that I use for small batch wax dirt. It's pretty much just a bunch of normal household stuff. You just need yourself a little bowl to catch everything, preferably not your wife's favorite cheese shredder. And anybody with a Walmart nearby can get a hold of this household paraffin wax, golf wax. Comes in 1 pound boxes and some nice little palm-sized bricks of what looks like soap, but yeah, it's actually some pretty good wax. Mix that with some sifted dry dirt, and that way you end up with a small batch that you can take on the trap line, pack into a coffee can. I use Maxwell House cans. Occasionally here and there, I'll use old food cans from, well, we have turtles, so yeah, it has a nice fishy smell to it, so sometimes that'll help mask the human odor, because most of the time when I do go on the trap line and whatnot, I don't use gloves. I use these. And yeah, if you can't tell, I work as a mechanic, and these hands, they don't see gloves. So you can't eliminate all human odor no matter how hard you try. You can just use things that'll actually lure them into the area, and with the wax dirt, it's going to get heated anyway. So any smell that might be from my hand or from the container, just wash it out. I mean, most of the containers I use, they've been sitting out there since spring, summer, now it's fall. So anyway, here's the easy process. Anyway, pretty simple. You get your wife's not so favorite cheese shredder, get your block of wax, and you want to run it down. Sorry, it's kind of hard to do one-handed. You run it down and make yourself some flake wax. Anyway, just grind it down a little bit. Pretty easy, pretty quick. And you end up with flake wax.
Cool.
By the time you get done with this and you get through all these blocks, you'll have a nice big bowl. The best part about young trappers is they can take care of all these little things and learn a little something too, especially when they're not using mom's favorite grinder no more. And here's one of the, well, I call them little garden carts. We use these all the time for doing dirt and stuff in the garden. I think Sam's Club carries is they're actually bus boxes for like restaurants, but there's some Maxwell House cans. They're running empty. Little hole in the top just to keep them breathing. And these work out pretty nice because they hold a fair amount of dirt. I'm running pretty low. That's why we're making some more. Any plastic container really will work good for this. And that's where I store it. And once you get some grinding done, just transfer it into the regular old zip gallon. Yeah, 1 gallon Ziploc baggie. Smash it up a little bit with your hand. Powder it up a little bit if you want to, just so it melts a little bit better. And when it's all said and done, you'll end up with 1 or 2 of these just off a couple boxes, and that'll be enough to make even 5 gallons. So yeah, that's how this little family gets ready for trapping season. We all get together and hang out, a bunch of boys, just get ready to go out and collect some meat and make some food.